So hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another podcasty episode because I am recovering from fibroid surgery. As you may have known, if you look back on my channel, I have a few videos about the recovery and the surgery and how that's been. But I don't really have the energy / ability to kind of sit up and do a video with myself actually in it. So I've been doing these recordings instead, which I'm really enjoying. I feel like I'm able to really express myself sometimes more fully in this way. I'm just sat on my sofa with my phone recording my voice, and I'm really enjoying doing that. So yeah, this is a departure from the last two episodes that I did, which were about the surgery and recovery. This is actually going to be talking about spiritual protection or energetic protection. And this is something that I've been meaning to talk about for a really long time. And I thought, yeah, now's the time to discuss it. If you've been, or if you follow my Instagram page, you would have seen that I have been incorporating herbs into my spiritual work a lot. And the main purpose of that has been using herbs as a form of protection. So, kind of protecting my energy in a multitude of ways using different herbs. And I have a video on this channel about using herbs for spiritual work, and I'll probably do another one soon about herbs for protection, right? Being a bit more specific about the type of spiritual work that I do with them, or that I'm learning to do with them. But this is a video to talk a lot more just about the practical ways in which I protect my energy on a day-to-day basis. And this is for anybody, whether you do energetic spiritual work or not. We're all energetic beings, and being able to protect your own energy is something that you'll see makes a massive difference in your life. It will lead to higher energy levels, and in my opinion, it will lead to a more successful and content and fulfilling life. So what do I mean by energy? I mean your kind of aura. I'm not somebody that reads auras in the sense that I don't see colours around people, but I'm somebody that sees people's energy, which is kind of informed by a person's aura, I suppose. So we kind of have an energetic field around us at all times, and everyone has them. So everyone's energetic fields are kind of like brushing up against everyone else's energetic fields. And sometimes those energetic fields can merge if we don't have good energetic boundaries. So it's the kind of thing where you go somewhere, you're in a great mood, you go out and suddenly you're in a bad mood because you've been around a lot of people who have infringed upon your energy with their own energy, and their own energy may not have been in a great place as yours was. Okay? So I hate going to shopping centres. Part of the reason is because there's such a whole bunch of people there that it's an easy space to pick up energy that's not mine. In particular, I hate going to supermarkets, to be honest, even more so, because at least in a shopping centre, a lot of the time people are in good spirits, right? They're there to shop and buy something nice, or buy some clothes, or buy some nice toiletries, And in a supermarket, people tend to be a little bit more stressed because they're there for the necessities of life. And that stress kind of energy really rubs off on me if I'm not energetically boundaried. So supermarkets are one of the places I avoid. And I guess that's my first tip. My first tip is to not be afraid to avoid certain places that you know are not good for you energetically. So places where there are large amounts of people, so town centres, shopping centres, supermarkets. If you're somebody who's energetically sensitive, just being wary of that. You might choose to go to the supermarket at a quieter time, or to go to a shopping centre at a quieter time if you find that being there at peak times is draining for you. Also, I avoid going to bars and clubs. And when I was younger, I went to bars and clubs all the time, and I found them the most draining places. I found it really difficult to be in them, even though I was in them quite often, because, in your 20s, it's kind of expected, right? So I avoid them now because the energy of drunk people, sorry to be judgmental for all those who like a drink, but when a person is kind of drunk and their inhibitions are lowered, that energy can be really scatty, really unpredictable, and can feel quite turbulent to me. So I stay away from those places also. So I guess that first tip is about avoiding places that make you feel uncomfortable. That is just so that you can maintain your own energetic integrity and don't feel like you should be strong enough that you don't have to. Like, this is all about maintaining your own energetic integrity in ways that work for you. And a way that works for me is to avoid certain places, right? The other one is a weird one. The other one is my use of makeup. So I'm not somebody who actually wears makeup. Like, I don't wear foundation, lipstick, anything like that. Most of the time, I'm wearing absolutely zero makeup. But when I go to work or when I go out, like, to socialise, I will put on black eyeliner. And this black eyeliner, yeah, of course, I like the way that, it highlights my eyes, but it is primarily as a form of energetic protection. We know that the colour black, if you've done anything in terms of looking at colours and energy, you'll know that the colour black is a highly protective energy. And so kind of, covering your eyes with that, your eyes being the window to the soul, provides an immense amount of spiritual protection, right? So if I'm going out into the world for the whole day, I will be wearing black eyeliner. If I know I'm going to be interacting with a lot of people, because it will be giving me a certain level of protection. Now, the colour black, we'll stay with that for a while. If you want to use the colour of black to provide yourself with energetic protection, you can wear black. So I find that whenever I'm menstruating, I kind of gravitate towards an all black outfit. And that's to give me that protective, insular quality that I crave at that time. Right? And I guess you probably know as well, if you ever wanted to feel a bit invisible, wearing all black is the way forward for that. I'm someone who tends to wear a hell of a lot of colour. So if I'm wearing all black, it's because I want that extra protection. Right? What are the other ways in which I protect my energy? Oh yes, I should have written this all down, but I'm doing this on the fly. Another way I protect my energy, a big way I protect my energy, is by not telling people stuff. I think in the last few years, I've developed a reputation for being quite secretive. And it's not that I'm secretive. It's that I protect the things that mean a lot to me. Now, if I'm working on a really exciting project, I will hold that close to me. One, because yes, sometimes positive things can incite envy in others. But also sometimes just the questioning of things can cause doubt in yourself. And simply holding a kind of energy around something that you want is extremely powerful. And speaking about that can dilute that energy. It's like if you close a door, that's going to keep out the wind. If you keep that door ajar, there's going to be a draft, right? And that draft is going to make the space uncomfortable. That's the way it is for me when I am holding something close to me that I want to build. I will keep that door shut on it because it just keeps the energy around it really strong. And yeah, I may divulge it when I feel ready to certain people at certain times, but on my terms, right? Don't let that drafty energy around anything that's important to you. Okay? How long have I been talking for? 9 minutes. I feel like I've talked about some pretty major energetic concepts, so I might leave it there for this one. Just a few practical, easy tips there about lining your eyes, wearing black, keeping good, exciting things to yourself, right? Yeah. And I can't remember what else I mentioned, but I'll probably write it in the description box below. So those are just some practical steps. Another one which is calling to me to mention is also really safeguarding your home energetically. So that means being really mindful of who you allow into your home, when you allow them into your home, for how long you allow them into your home. Practicing good home hygiene in terms of keeping your doors locked, right? I mean, I don't know if you've seen Sinners, but if you're familiar with vampire folklore, we know that there is a thing about inviting them in. And it's kind of the same with energetic vampires, okay? They can only come into your space if you invite them into your space. So safeguarding your space, your physical home, and your body is of the utmost importance. And I said at the beginning of this that this can lead to a successful life because honestly, the more energy you have, the more you can build and grow and experience the things that you want. Okay, so this is all about harnessing and maximizing your energy, your time, and your resources from a spiritual to a very practical way. All right, I feel like I've been rambling. If this video is meant for you, this will all hit home and I hope it helps. I may do another one soon. I may write something about this soon. I may do a video where you actually see me about this soon when I'm feeling up to it. But I just wanted to drop this for now. All right, lots of love. Take care. Bye.